So, lads, today we are going to be talking about the Seattle Storm. We're going to be talking about the Seattle Storm again because I'm sorry, this league is just not. I actually don't even blame the league. I don't even blame the league at this stage. The Annie Constable tweet or Annie Costable tweet. A lot of the media are just stan accounts. Like it cannot be more accurate. So we saw this: the Storm coaching staff set to be investigated by WNBA and League Security, and I'm glad. I'm glad that in my last video, even though I said it's a bad look they're being investigated twice in a year, and that I didn't think it had anything to do with Jewel Lloyd. I thought, geez, maybe something happened with Leah Rue, and I thought it could have been bad. I did also say again, unlike a lot of things, innocent until proven guilty, and you just never know that it could just be a case of hard coaching. And then all of a sudden, investigation based on a complaint of a former Sun player alleging an assistant coach directed profanity at them. And it was during the Aces game. The only former player is Jewel Lloyd. An assistant coach. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And by the way, I remember I read this and I'm like, there is no way the WNBA have investigated this. Again, I understand. I was like, the WNBA does not need to start investigations for every single thing. Every single complaint does not need to have a public investigation. It can be, WNBA can look into things, but they can do it privately. It doesn't need to be a public investigation. And then you've got from Annie Costable, the Storm are not facing investigation. Like, it's just mental. It is mental. Like the WNBA reviewed a complaint that a Storm assistant coach cursed at her former Storm player after Sunday's game. No suspensions or fines expected. Like, what are we doing? Jewel was not crying at being cussed that she wasted her time to investigate a cuss word being said from a former coach. Like, by the looks of things, and then you've got some fake journalists out here saying, oh, I know there's an investigation taking place. There's very much, like, to say there is there's a public investigation and the league looking into something and finding nothing within an hour are two very different things. They are two very different things. There's no active investigation. Somebody needs to get their reporting right. If there was an investigation, again, it sounds like no violation was found. I would say they just use the word investigation, throw that word around like it means nothing. I think they just throw the word investigation around like it means nothing. Like, that's my opinion on it. That was what I think is probably the most likely thing. And again, nobody knows who it could be. Is there any other Aces players that have played for Storm? Is there any other Aces players that have played for Storm? No, I don't think so. Has Kia Stokes ever played for Storm? I have no idea. Like, you wouldn't survive a day with their volleyball coach who cursed out Jewel Lloyd. See where podcast tours get you. Like, I just don't know. Like, prematurely reported. Yeah. And by the way, I genuinely think it is probably people in the WNBA media space that just throw around the word investigation like it doesn't mean anything. Like it means nothing. Like, when I thought there was an investigation, I was like, there's no way the Seattle Storm won't talk about it because it's based on nothing. But at the same time, the WNBA have created started a full investigation based on a freaking dolphin noise. On a dolphin noise in the most viewed game that was allegedly heard by players on the court. It's like, obviously it was. The players didn't complain about it because it's a damn dolphin noise. The damn dolphin noise, and it happens in every game. Sunday's game, where there was literally only one former Storm player who filed the complaint. Crystal Bradford ever play? I know Kirsten Bell never did. Kia Stokes, I have no idea. Jewel or Jackie Young never was only played for the Aces. Same with the Asia. Chelsea Gray has never played for the Storm. Liz Kitley never played for the Storm. Has Tiffany Mitchell ever played for the Storm? Like, it's Every single time watching the game, Eric Gordon missed shot, I automatically think about Kevin Garnett sitting behind the bench yelling this at him. Like, it is mad. It's mad. And look, is it good to be sworn at by an assistant coach? No. Could it have completely crossed the line? Could it have completely crossed the line? Sure. But, like, that's between the player and the coach, and maybe the league stepping in. Maybe the league stepping in just to check and basically just tell the coach, this isn't on. It should never go further than that. Should never go further than telling the coach, look, just stop. Just stop. Don't do this again. That's probably where it should go. But the league is just so trigger happy with telling stuff to journalists. And if maybe a player told a journalist the team is being investigated, the coaching staff, and like, what was it? It was like the coaching staff is being investigated by league security or something. Where is it? By league security. Like, that's mental. That is mental. He said 5 players in power got caught up bending rules, mysteriously split up. Neither tossing neck under the bridge. Like, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea why this became public. Like, I don't care if if a player says that a team's coach, like, spewed profane or like was cursed them out on the sideline, then fair enough. The league look at it. Look at it. When I say look at it, I don't mean look at it by like going and having a full-on investigation, but just look into it. This is just dumb. Just like what they should have done with the Fever Sky game. They should have come out. The investigation should have been done in 2 days. They didn't need a public announcement. And they should have just came to a conclusion. It's like, we got reports. We've been unable to substantiate any claims. And that should have been literally before announcing this whole BS investigation. And they didn't need to do this. Because what? A coach swore at a player? Who cares? This player obviously does, but who cares? Who cares? Like, it's not like Jewel Lloyd's not doing a podcast tour. And again, allegedly Jewel Lloyd. It could be somebody else. And by the way, if this is not Jewel Lloyd, I will issue a public apology to Jewel Lloyd. And just like I'll do it with any of them, I will gladly issue public apologies if any assumptions I made are wrong. If I've made assumptions that end up being wrong, I will gladly offer public apologies. Because at the end of the day, as somebody just talks into a microphone, sometimes it's going to be right. A lot of times it's going to be wrong. So, well, a lot more times than often I'll be right in situations. But there are times I'm going to be wrong. And if I'm wrong, look, I'll own it. But yeah, this is just madness. Madness, I tell you. Madness. And why did they need to announce an investigation? That is the biggest thing. Why did they feel the need to announce an investigation? But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.